Welcome back to Let's Play Nosurge. My name is Karsten. Sorry about the little glitch last time. I had bumped the video cable going into the capture software. Fortunately, it also splits it out to my TV, so I noticed right away. In any case, let's proceed on. And let's take a look in here. Admittedly, I know I'm supposed to go here, or can go here next for more synthesis, because this is my third attempt recording the first couple minutes of this video, because I kept having audio issues. But the only thing I did was one small cutscene and attempted synthesis, and then I looked over and noticed the audio was not working. I'm looking over at the audio, and it looks like it's working fine now. So let's try this again. First, we'll need to do a synthesis on another one of these. And after a little song and dance, we have another vacuum tube. And here's the little cutscene. Did you read that magazine I gave you? It's the first thing you have to say. Hi to you too. And yes, I skimmed it. Skimming isn't the same as reading it. At least look at the featured articles, would you? There was a featured article. The first one after you open the cover. Is she even skimmed this? I don't like your accusing tone. I did read it, but it was more of a skim, I admit. As proof, I've made a new recipe using information I've learned from your book. Planning for life? Do teenage girls' magazines really have this sort of information in them? Obviously not. This just tells me you didn't read it. True, it didn't have any articles related to daily life, but there were plenty of articles on improving your style of life. About convenient items or how to cook. How is this not improvement? Well, she might not be that far off. Might be true, but that's not the only thing. Those articles help young girls improve their lives in feminine ways, you see? You think about that when you made this recipe? Improving the quality of life hardly seems like a gender-based desire. I don't quite follow what you're saying. That was the whole point of me giving you that magazine. Don't you get it? Next time I see you, I expect you to have read it from cover to cover, not just skimming, okay? What exactly am I supposed to learn from this magazine? Don't ask me. But we should have some new synthesis now. And I did already set the language to Japanese, as you saw, because we don't get the little song with the dance when we have it set to English. The reason I made another one of these is because both this recipe and this recipe need one. So let's start taking a look at this. A rice bowl. Created a rice bowl. Oh, I think we saw that in the background animation there, didn't we? I can't quite read what it says. It's too stylized, and I'm not really that good at reading Japanese. Looks like I finished without any issues. Looks super delicious. I guarantee you. You can't eat a chicken and egg bowl this delicious at any other shop. There's a problem with the bowl. What problem? Why does it have chicken and egg written on it in such a fancy font? It's so uncool, like a plastic container a little kid would use. It's not true. Also, the font is used quite commonly in the present day. I've never seen it. Of course you haven't. It's mostly used for the titles of love comedy genre novels and manga. Love comedies? Yes, love comedies. You don't know what that is? Never read any, but I know what they are. Why would you use a love comedy font on a bowl of food? It's to attract customers. What are you talking about? Something like this wouldn't attract anybody. No, that's not true. I'm not sure of the reason myself, but some people are drawn to words written in rounded font like this. You're kidding. No, that's the truth. Also, making it short like this seems to enhance that effect. Like I said, I don't know why. Seems like the world's changed a lot while we were sleeping. I don't care, we've got a delicious chicken and egg bowl. This isn't a chicken and egg bowl, it's a chicken and egg bowl. Chicken and egg bowl? No, it's chicken and egg bowl. The difference is in how you say it. I don't see a difference. Chicken and egg bowl made to appeal more through its name than its flavor. The exclamation mark makes the name exciting and easy to remember, and also makes it seem in demand. The flavor is also pretty good. That's a barrier recovery, okay. Old amusement machine. Oh, wow. Created one of old amusement machine. Oh, wow. That... Oh, man, I forgot what that one was called. Oh, I recognized that. It was one of those... I swear I've seen that console before, but it was one of those ones that nobody bought. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I swear, it looks really familiar. I don't know about that screen, though. Could you playtest this for me? Sure, but what is it? It's a game machine called Pepen Mark. You could say it's a computer game. A game machine? Alright, just leave the playtesting to me. Don't get too much into it. I know, listen to the explanation for me. I didn't know you could make games, Charlie. It'd be more accurate to say that I assembled it rather than made it. While investigating the interstices of space-time, I happened to come across information for this game machine. I simply used that information to recreate the machine. Why would there be information about games in the interstices of space-time? Because you're in one! I have no idea. But I can say this is a game from another world. So how's that game from another world? This is a terrible game. What? I don't get it at all. I've just been mysteriously dying over and over. I can't walk more than 3 steps. Oh, that's because you need to input a special command on the second step. They don't even give a hint. Oh, it's one of those games. Yes, I've recreated I Want to Be the Guy, and is that something that should be in a game? Maybe it's normal for the other world? This was also noted as the worst-selling game console in the world. Yep. I feel a little better after hearing that. This isn't even a game. Yeah. Apparently the worst-selling game in the world. Worst-selling game or worst-selling game console? Let's see. Electronic Comeback. Quantavia Fabric. Where did I get the Quantavia Fabric from? I don't remember if it was a pickup or a battle or what, but anyway, at least I have one. There may come a time when I get tired of that animation, but not yet. Is that a sewing machine gun? That looks like a sewing machine gun. Made a machine gun? The design is kind of different, too. No, wait, this is things a machine gun would never have attached to it. Looks like a string. I don't understand what this is used for. I'll give you one hint. This may appear to be a machine gun, but it doesn't fire bullets. It fires thread attached to needles. Doesn't that sound more brutal than a regular machine gun? It makes it sound like just like a sewing machine. No way! Yes, this machine gun is used for sewing. The machine gun. It's more powerful than an ordinary sewing machine, so it can pass thread through concrete or even iron plates. Is there even a need to sew concrete or iron? It could be. Inventors are always thinking of possibilities. Sounds like a ridiculous situation. I hope it never happens. Maybe we can use it to make armor or something. Your thoughts will change when you try firing it. Here, try stitching this iron plate. People would think you're crazy if they heard you say that. Cass, do you want to try shooting it? No, it looks heavy. I'll leave it to you, Delta. Okay then, here I go. Bah! What are you doing? You aren't sewing it straight. It's impossible. The recoil on this thing is unbelievably powerful. It's based on a machine gun. That's only natural. You need something this unnatural, so don't talk about things being natural. I really wonder when you would need to sew things like concrete or iron. Oh, and by the way, I looked up while I was waiting for the little animation to go, I looked up what this is, and yes, they did a pretty good job of it, especially Pepen at Mark. Look up the Apple Bondi Pepen is what that is clearly based on, and yes, it was a complete failure. Just look it up online. Spelled it was spelled P-I, not P-E, or P-I-P-P-E-N, I think. But anyway, yes, Apple Pepen. Look it up if you want to see what that was based on. Okay, here's another thing to create. I think I want to try creating 2 of these just because I think I might be able to equip more than one or equip them on more than one character. Cool RNA. That's cold. Oh, cool is in cold. What are you doing? Just wanted to check how cold it was. Stupid, you couldn't tell by looking? You're lucky you didn't get frostbite. You should think a little before you act. Sorry about that. Isn't this a little too cold? The circuit board's covered in frost. That's how it should be. Without it, the foundation would fry in an instant. Yes, this Peltier cooling uses an ordinary foundation placed under far more load than it can handle. Naturally, the more load placed on it, the hotter it gets, and at a certain point the foundation will burn up. To prevent that, I placed a customized Peltier device on here to keep the temperature in the negatives. Sure, you could make an even better RNA from scratch rather than going through such hassle. Of course, just wanted to demonstrate that even the ordinary items on the market could perform far past their limits. In other words, you're using common market items, but they perform better than common market items? Exactly. This should protect you better than those before them. Just need to overclock it. In addition, while using this, your entire body becomes gold, so it's convenient for hot places. Oh, that does sound convenient. Now that I think about it, the baths and inns are sometimes way too hot, so this might be good for cooling them. No, this is still a machine, you can't get it wet. So if you have this when you go somewhere cold, you might freeze to death. Alright. Oh, we get a scene. Gas Delta, perfect timing. What do you want? Why do I have a really bad feeling about this? It's about that magazine you gave me. Don't tell me you still haven't read it. No, I've read it. It's quite entertaining. In fact, so entertaining I've read it several times. What, really? You're serious? I'm not sure if it's a result of my reading it too many times, but the book has become quite worn. I gave it to you, so really, you shouldn't worry. Just glad you liked it so much. But honestly, I never would have imagined you'd fall in love with it. I'm quite surprised myself. I never thought it would be so entertaining. So, what was your favorite article? That's a tough one, but I like Trip Through Ancient Ruins. Very useful. Useful? That's right. As proof, a recipe came to mind just as I was reading. I think of it as my thank you for the book. More crafting, alright. The True Ancient Civilizations. Tell me exactly how that book inspired this recipe. But it did. I was astonished by the lack of accuracy in the article about traveling through ruins. My goodness, they had their D and H waves completely confused and the dimensional teleporter? Sheesh. So I remembered I had a list of ideas I never turned into a recipe. Why would that article remind you of a recipe like that? That article was about traveling. I've memorized its contents. One thing I'm proud of is my photographic memory. That's not what I'm talking about. Looks like your plan to hand over a book and call it a day was a massive failure. More crafting recipes, alright. And how to enjoy an unrefined bath topic. You know, I don't think we're going to get to that new area that opened up a couple episodes ago yet, because we got too many more side quests to do. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. 2 more. Let's see that. We can have that. We need another power splitter. Where can I get a power splitter? Can I buy a power splitter? Yes, I can buy a power splitter. And just looking at the prices, the Pepen is less expensive than a bowl of chicken and egg. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back into synthesis here. Cutting edge dimension device. Let's see which animation we get this time, if it's the subcomponent or the usable component animation. So I guess it's a subcomponent or something. Wave switch. DDW and OHW. Called a wave dimension converter. Go on, take it. Okay, yeah, it's just that one we've seen before. That's it, you only told us the name. Hey, you need to explain things before you hand them to people. Talk about it if you want to know, but are you sure? You should expect a long, difficult lecture. Wow, so this is a super wave converter. Thanks for the awesome item. You don't need to explain it. Yeah, we can tell this is an amazing item without any explanation whatsoever. You have no sense of curiosity or desire to learn at all. Anyway, I suppose this isn't enough information, so I'll at least tell you what it does. Just make it short, please. Okay, to put it simply, you have a large number of these, it would be possible to invade another world. The end. What? That was so overly simple it was actually confusing. Seems it wasn't possible to avoid confusion. Invade another world, huh? That doesn't sound like something for us. You don't have interest in other worlds? I do, but I don't want to invade them, I just want to see them. Also, the situation of our world now is pretty bad. We don't have the luxury to think about other worlds. That's right, we can't even do anything about our own world. Another world would be too much for us. I see, that might be true. Yes, that's a very interesting answer. Really? Yes, I only explained it to you out of boredom to see your reactions. That was better than I expected. Seems it really is important not to give up and give things a try. What? Why do I feel like we're being made fun of? Only because you are. Alright. Memory Restoration BIOS. I'll make a couple of these, just because I think this might be a usable item. Omoliape or Omoliape or Omoleep? Is this a glass tube battery? Seems like it. One side of the tube is sticking out. Shouldn't judge things by their appearances. This is a TX BIOS called Memory Leap. It's pretty heavy. Does that mean it makes Cass weigh like 10 times more when she uses song magic? Delta, don't get mad. I'm making serious guesses here. Saying that with such a big smile isn't very convincing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an effect like that? What? Wait, what do you mean, unfortunately? Sounds like an amusing effect. I don't know if I'd build it, but I'll make a memo. Just explain this thing already. It's useful for something, right? Of course, it starts with one memory and makes you remember related memories one after another. What happens when you start remembering all those related memories? It wouldn't matter if they're fun memories or angering memories, they would still excite your feelings. So in other words, they would enhance song magic. You can't choose the memories? It's not that powerful. It's too inconvenient. You should improve it so it only makes you remember fun memories. If I did that, it wouldn't be useful for very long. Doesn't matter how fun they are. If you remember so many in such a short time, you get bored. Also said that fun memories would bring back other related fun memories as well, didn't I? Losing the ability to discern fun memories is just as bad as losing them. Isn't that a terrible thing? True, but Cass Sarley's right. I think this is fine as it is. Might just think this because I don't have my memories, but fun memories are really important to have. Losing them would just be a big waste. You're right, just as you say. I know that humans are going to be using it, so I set it not to bring back sad memories or traumatic events. I understand there's still some inconveniences to it, but it's still effective. Make good use of it. Alright, let's see if we get another cutscene when we leave again or not. Yeah, we do! Oh boy. Just chaining them all together. Welcome. Did you just get out of the shower? You smell like soap. Huh? Don't get so close to me. Oh, you're right. You actually smell really nice. But how did you take a shower without me noticing? I did not take a shower, for the record. This is fragrance. When did you start using that? Of course I would. I'm a girl, after all. That reminds me, it was in the magazine you gave me, too. I recall they can be quite pricey. Price is not an issue if you want to improve yourself. That's the basis for becoming a proper lady. Or so I'd like to say, but the perfume I'm wearing right now is pretty cheap. Kind of brands you see in the magazine are out of my reach. Well, I can't speak on behalf of how good the perfumes in the magazine smell, but yours is quite nice. I thought perfumes were usually harsher than that, but this is not bad. Would you like to try some on? No, I'm alright. That was fast, why not? I don't think it'd suit me. But you never tried it on before, right? Yes, well, I don't think you should wear the kind of middle-aged women do, but this could be just right for you. See? Listen to Delta. Well, if this is the kind you have that smells like soap, I suppose it'd be okay. Alright, let's get started. It'd be perfect for when I focus on my studies and forget to take a shower for days. Please don't use it for that. And we're back to normal. It was looking good for a minute there. Alright, no new recipes this time. So let's see if we can equip some of those things we made. The equipment. Saw magic reinforce. Equip one of those. Nothing else on level 2, but okay, so can do both of those. And do anything on these? No, but how about here? Initial break 2, initial damage 2, initial burst 2. Just have those available. What about here? Oh, okay. It increases defense power and power effect. 10 to 15 and 20 to 25. Okay. Can I equip? No, I can't equip more than one of them, looks like. And I already got that. Oh, wait, yeah. Can't equip anything else there. Okay, well, we got a couple new things. Let's see. Have a couple talk topics. let's go ahead and get those taken care of this episode, and then we'll see about maybe actually going to the next area in the next episode. So, let's see. Should have the talk topics here. Begin chat. Tummy's grumbling. You hungry? No, not really. Well, maybe just a little. Want to get something to eat after we get out of here? How about a chicken and egg bowl? I already have one ready. Why do you have a chicken and egg bowl ready? It's not chicken and egg, it's chicken and egg. It's all about how you say it. I don't care. I'm asking why you have it prepared. To tell the truth, I've been hungry all day. I just want to have something nice to eat after the bath. You know, some people drink or eat snacks after taking a bath like that, but fancier. I don't think there are many people who call chicken and egg bowl fancy. No way, just picture it. All that piping hot steam rising off of it. Delicious. Thanks, but I'll pass. Why don't you just eat it yourself, Delta? Come on now, just imagine it. I can already taste that half-cooked egg on top. So it's good enough to settle any stomach, even when you're so hungry it hurts. But the real treat is under the egg. The chicken, so juicy and tender. And right under the egg and chicken, there's plenty of rice. The rice would be soaked in the juices from the chicken and egg yolk. So yummy. Doesn't that sound like something you'd be excited to eat after a hot bath? I have some for you too, but if you don't want it, I suppose I'll just have to eat it by myself. No, I'll eat it. I'm so hungry. I knew you'd change your mind. You convinced me. You describe it to someone as hungry as you are, they'd never be able to say no. And forever youthful. I really thought about it. What? Your age? Well, your outward appearance, at least. I know incarnation is keeping you from aging, but you're the same age as me, right? We already saw that one, right? Yeah, we saw that one. Isn't that kind of inconvenient? I don't know. I never really thought about it. Besides, incarnation grants me song magic, and that's pretty useful. In my opinion, its convenience outweighs its inconvenience. So it really doesn't cause that many problems. Well, I guess some things can be troublesome, like age checks. Age checks? You're probably imagining something weird, but that's not what I mean. I've been questioned when I'm out walking at night, for example. They say someone my age shouldn't be out so late. That would be frustrating. At first I was glad everyone thought I was younger, but I'm over 20 now, and lately it's kind of starting to make me kind of sad. I guess that's something you have to accept. But cheer up, I'll be your shoulder to lean on. I wish I could have at least turned 20 before going through incarnation. Oh, we've unlocked another purification point. Well, let's see what we can put there. Let's see. We already have something in all those. I guess maybe it's on Delta. Let's see. Yep. So we can put maximum HP, defense, or burst bonus. Let's do burst bonus. Oh, and I need to change the language back. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll change the language back right now while I'm thinking of it. And we'll go ahead and head to the save point, end the episode here, and next episode we'll actually head on to where they've been telling us to go. But for right now, we'll just end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed so far, and once again, thanks for watching.